Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. It's been 5 years since we last posted on this channel, and whoa, has it been.
A lot has happened in 5 years. A lot has happened, and we're back feeling brand new. We know what we want in life, and we're just here to share and
give you guys an update.
Yeah.
Want to start?
So I think the last video that we posted on our YouTube channel was
Mayweather Active Challenge, I think.
Yeah.
Or a Sculpt, or a J Sculpt review. I don't remember.
It was definitely with like workout. It had to do with something working out.
Yeah.
So which is funny because we'll get into that in a bit. But we, at the time when we were like filming our videos, we were living at home with our parents.
Yeah.
And then we actually moved out and we went into our first apartment. And we moved out for about 2 years.
Yes.
We did one apartment and then we went into, I like to call it, our big girl apartment. So that was in what, 2023?
Yeah, 2023. Because then 2024 we were in this one. The last one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 2023, 2024, we moved out. We were living by ourselves and with Capri's ex-partner. And it was an experience in itself. That at first I think the first apartment was light. It was just definitely like a baby step outside of your being at home. Yeah.
Big girl apartment. We got the big girl apartment, the first, and then we upgraded
our dream apartment. That's what I would say.
Yes.
So now that was definitely challenging because we were working full-time jobs. If you don't know, Capri and I went to college, and that was a 2-year program. Mind you, we went to college during COVID.
Yeah.
We took, I think, a year off.
Yeah. 2017, we went into our first year. Then we took a year off. People didn't think we were going to go back because, you know, usually when you take a year off, you tend to not go back. But
yeah. But I think it was just seeing like, okay, is this really what we want to do? And then financially, obviously, like you have to pay for schooling and stuff
we didn't
like that.
Qualify for like OSAP or whatever like that.
We actually won
grants through Mom's Work.
Yeah, we won,
and we both won,
which was amazing. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but it did.
Actually, we did know it was gonna happen. Like we told ourselves, we manifested that it was going to work out for us.
Yeah. So we did all that, and then I think that's when we moved out. After that, after school, we moved out.
Yeah. We got into the medical field right away. We were in the hospital.
And that was a really, really cool experience. I think working the vaccination clinics. So we did all the admin work for the vaccination clinics. The team that we had was amazing at the time. But and we met like a lot of amazing women also. We were around women, a lot of women.
Always.
But then the vaccination ended up closing, and we basically had to go scatter and go to different departments in the hospital. I went into the OR.
And I went into diagnostic imaging.
Now that gave us a run, well, gave me a run for my money because the hours that I had to start working, I was not used to it, and
it was a shock.
It was definitely a shock because if you have worked in the hospital, then you know you get all types of different hours, and there's a lot of energy in the hospitals. A lot. And some of the doctors are mean. Like some of the staff are not that nice either. But again,
it's every workplace, but
you're gonna experience. But it was definitely different. And then you liked where you were.
Yeah. And then I mean, I had some coworkers that were just, you know, but that's where you go everywhere.
Yeah. And then I transferred a couple.
Yeah, I went to a couple positions in the hospital.
Yeah. So I was in the OR department, and it was I don't know, I guess they call it the patient registration. Yeah, different. And then I went to diagnostic imaging and I did patient registration.
There.
I liked it. Again, the hours it was, again, different experiences.
You gotta go through it.
You gotta go through it. And I learned a lot. I met amazing people, and you have your ups and downs in the corporate world. So yeah. Then the last one I went to hard. OR scheduling, and you went to OR scheduling first, and then they had full time in diagnostic imaging for patient reg.
They wanted you to take that position, but you were like, I don't want full time.
Yeah. Because I just
being full time in the hospital, there's a lot that comes with it, and good luck trying to get time off because it's always a mess in there.
Yeah, it's bad, brutal.
For those who love it,
kudos to you. But yeah, we ended up changing a couple different departments,
but OR scheduling was probably the best department you could work for in the hospital that we were at.
Yeah. And then after,
those were our ladies. Shout out to them if they're watching,
because they were amazing. Like the best team ever. Oh my goodness! Listening to the radio, Christmas music,
bringing in little goodies.
Yeah, we would all sometimes someone would order food, and just really sweet.
Bringing in
sweet women. Talk about our problems,
life at home.
It was nice. And then Capri decided.
I heard about another organization, and they had benefits, and the schedule was more our type of style, Monday to Friday. So we branched over and left the hospital and went over there. I did first, and then I enjoyed it. It was cool. And then I told Kyla,
because you could work from home. Yes. That's where they get you.
Yeah, it was a work from home position. And I told Kyla to come over. And it was, at first, it was a lot, of course, to grasp all at once at first. But other than that, it was pretty cool. And then it just flipped.
It flipped the script. So in 2020,
I think it was
2023.
Yeah, because we were at that.
But we were starting to go to that one. So anyway, late 2023, we
I started to
see there was different things. So then I ended up joining the team. I shouldn't have joined the team. I ended up joining the team, and any job that makes me feel like I am not capable of doing something when I know damn well that I am capable, more than capable of doing something. I think that's when you really start to when you're starting to question yourself and just your worth and how competent you are in doing something. There you can see the red flag started to show in that job. Yeah. And the team, oh my gosh, the most toxic, hostile team ever. That work environment was poisonous. People thinking that they're better than you, or just trying to dictate, control, point fingers. Honestly, I don't know. They had the cliques. Yeah, it was just I'm like, how high school? How is this high school? How elementary. Are we adults and we're younger on the team and noticing so much stuff, and it was crazy, honestly.
And one thing about Kyle and I, when we are in a position, we will give that position of our all.
We
will get good. Everything done.
In the hospital, they loved us in the hospital because it wasn't no BS. We came to work and we were going to do our job. The motivation that we had, we execute what we're doing really well. That is one thing about us. It takes us time, but we execute.
We learn pretty fast.
We learn quickly, but it just
overall.
So that environment became really, really
we went to another department,
and that was it didn't get any better. It was actually worse. Between myself and my manager at the time, it was terrible. how you deal with harassment from somebody higher up than you. I think that was, and how just like disrespectful I was treated. And I think that really played with just like knowing yourself. And I believe that everything is a part of like your journey, and that everything that happens for a reason, so you can learn about yourself more and to actually stick up for yourself more in life. So
just how you grow.
Yeah, it's really just how you grow, but everything falls apart the way that it needs to. And at the time, it all fell apart. And I just remember asking myself and just saying, like, what is going on with my life? Like, how am I supposed to manage what's going on in my life? But again, it played out the way that it needed to. I know for a fact that I will not ever work for anybody but myself ever again. So there was that, but everything crumbled the way that it needed to. And I think that again, it's a part of our journey. I feel like in life, you get what you want. You think you get what you want, and then it happens, and it's just like, oh, maybe I need to actually rebuild myself and build from scratch again. So I think that's really what life taught us in this time, not filming anything and learning about ourselves, as relationships didn't work, and you grow from those relationships that don't work. So yeah, I think we went through life, and more things. Life was lifing, and as life was lifing, I started to learn more about myself, my growth, who I am as an individual, and as a woman as well.
What we like from what we don't like.
Yeah. I on some of my social media platforms, I am very like vocal on how I went through a spiritual journey myself, and God just showing me and just giving me all the wisdom within to relearn myself and to love myself. So I like to say I was on a self-love journey. Nobody can tell me about myself, because I have gone through all the shadows, have done all the work to actually heal and love yourself. So I think that's really what happened. And then I've created.
Well, at our second apartment, we had a yoga studio.
We had a yoga studio. So we'll get into like kind of the transition of where we are now, I guess. So during my healing season, I started practicing yoga at our dream apartment. They offered classes, and I remember being in the class, and I was just like, okay, like, damn, I really, really enjoy yoga. Like, just the practice and being able to connect with your mind, body, and just being able to kind of challenge yourself, but like learn more about your body and how you move, and sometimes with your mind saying, no, I can't do something, but actually your body's showing you that you actually can. And with time, like, you continue to grow, and during your practice. So I decided when we left our apartment that I wanted to start teaching. Like, I wanted to actually become an instructor. And that's what I did. I enrolled myself in a self-paced yoga course, and I got my certification, which was so crazy because I do vision boards, and it's on my vision board. And I actually got my certificate, I think, like a couple days before I actually had it. I manifested it like on a certain date, and I had it actually a couple days before that certain date. So it was really just really cool, and like a full circle moment of showing up for yourself and going after what you actually want in life. And being a black woman, you don't really see many other black people in the wellness spaces, at least where we are. So it can be very challenging. And I think that I was like, you know what? I want to become a black yoga instructor that's empowering others
and yourself and
empowering myself, because we're in a box, and sometimes being in that box it just doesn't make you feel good enough, and it just discourages you. And I don't want to be inside that box. So decided to go through that journey, and it was just awesome to see myself actually do the assignments and learn. And I'm sitting at my desk, I'm tired, I don't want to do this, or like passing the exam, like nervous as heck, but still doing it and just putting all my faith in myself. So it was really inspiring for myself to even see that, because I went through so much in my past where I didn't know myself, and pleasing other people and not looking at what I wanted. It really transitioned into something beautiful. I even created a self-love ebook just because of my healing journey. So, and I've had sales, and I've had my sister compliment my work. And
if you guys don't know
the Art of Self-Love
ebook, you need to go on our website. It is on the beginning of our website, right in the front.
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend. You will not be disappointed. It made me reflect and bring up things from like my past in elementary school that I never really thought bothered me, and made me be able to reflect and heal that trauma. So that was beautiful.
Yes. So check it out. I just really am like appreciative of my journey, and like if I can share any good advice, it would be in that book. I hosted my first, after I got my certificate a couple months later, I was like, okay, I want to do my first yoga class, my first like event. I want to get flowers, roses for everybody. Like I just want it to be something special. That was the best day of my life. Like
it really was.
The glow on my skin, the smile on my face, like did not leave.
It was so
from
magical.
Morning to night. Like I was so proud of myself because I did a 60-minute yoga flow with all these Black women in this class, and everyone enjoyed it. Like even some complained a little bit about how hard it was, but it was just so amazing and like so uplifting, so powerful. I'm telling you, I was on cloud 9 that day. Cloud 9. So April 12th? April 12th. It was beautiful. Let me give Capri the mic because her journey very inspiring.
Okay, where do we start? I guess we start in 2024. I was still at my previous job, and I remember Kyla was just like the beginning months of her being like, God's speaking to me, and God is telling me that
happens.
Yeah, this is just not for me. This chapter's got to close, and I just got to let go and give it to God. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to be corporate no more. Like, how Kyla get to go and I don't. But I held on and pushed through. And then June 2024, I got into a really bad accident with my grandma, and ended up finding out months, almost like a year later, that I had a fracture. Months that I had a fracture in my right hip. And none of the doctors took it serious that I was seeing. I didn't have a family doctor at the time. I had to advocate for myself and say, like, something is wrong. Like, my leg does not feel the same. And then we got some imaging done and came back with the results from that to find out that I have a labral tear in the right hip, and it changed my life. It's something that is very
new,
delicate for me and my story, and even my everyday living has completely changed. But we're navigating it, and I'm doing everything in my power to help my body for down the road, because I know this journey is far from over, and we still have a lot to uncover, but that's besides the point. During this whole injury, I wasn't able to go to the gym So I really got into Pilates by Izzy on YouTube. I remember she came out with a 25-day challenge, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this time to dedicate this journey to myself, my leg, my body, and my mind, and really push myself to show up for myself, because I've never really showed up for myself like that before.
We've been distracted.
Yeah,
I feel like we've been.
And being in a relationship, it takes from you actually finding yourself. So
if you're not healed,
yeah, and your main focus is on a relationship. So yeah, I got into doing the Pilates by Izzy, and I just remember like doing the workouts in my room and getting ready for it and being like, let's go another day. And just the drive and the empowering feeling that I got from like doing the workouts and like hearing Izzy, and I'm like, I can see myself teaching Pilates. Like, this is perfect. When she did her event, I was just like, oh my God, I'm so proud of my sister. And like, it was just really inspiring, and it was so beautiful that I was like, yeah, like I could see us working together and
teaching,
bringing wellness into our community as Black instructors and ladies that love to move and connect with their bodies.
We are here for diversity.
Yes.
But we are trying to empower
our Black sisters, of course.
We are
Everybody is welcome, but we do want to see more of us in certain spaces and making everybody feel
welcomed and comfortable. At the end of the day, everybody's welcome, but
yeah,
to the brown skin girls, you are welcomed.
I took my time because, you know, Pilates was just kind of blowing up again. So a lot of like online courses were really high in price, and I just kind of feel like it was a little too much for online per se. And so I just took my time, did my research on which organization I wanted to go with, and then I found Pilates Academy, and I had a call, and it went really well, and I was like, I think this is who I want to do my course with. And then I ended up going through with it, and it was online, go at your own pace, and it was honestly the best few months of an online course that I have ever done.
Actually.
And I got to meet with my teacher. We went over assignments. I had to come up with choreographies and little 10-15 minute sessions, which was really cool. And I had to do my final exam. There was 2 parts of the final exam, and yeah, I remember studying. I got my cue cards. It was literally like a full circle. I felt like I was back really in school. But it turned out perfect. And then last year, August, I got my certification. So I'm officially a MAT certified Pilates instructor. And ever since then, I've just been so dedicated. I started my social medias from the ground up, and we are now here, over 100 subscribers, followers. And I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we have competitions all the time. Who's gonna reach this amount first? But really, it's really playful. Like we're like, go girl. Like if anything, we motivate each other to keep going, because sometimes I'll take breaks and I'm like, nah, I'm not. I don't want to post right now. Like, you know? I'm usually the one who's like, Kyla, come on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm like, I'm chill, you know. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, and then we just decided, Justin's album last year came out, Swag, and we were like, this album is so good, so let's combine yoga and Pilates together and just make little short videos of us doing
like our workouts and like the movements, you know. And we did that, and then we just decided, let's build KP.Active. And if you don't know, my name's Kai for short. Like my nickname is Kai. Pre's nickname is Pre. Yeah. So it really is, and it's basically KP, our initials. So we kind of just decided, okay, let's just KP.Active. We're being active, we're showing up, you know, we're, together building a wellness brand that is shining our light and what we're bringing to the community.
Yes. So that's where we are now. We've started hosting last year Zoom calls for 45-minute yoga and Pilates sessions, and that's been really great.
That was
such
fun.
Good feedback.
Yeah, we got really good feedback, and it was nice. Some days we had people show up, some days we did not have anybody show up. So it was really good. I feel like at this point we have been like preparing for more, and we're like, it's time to share. It's time to get that camera out and show basically a documentary, our story, our journey, and where we're going to now. So we're back. We're back. Here. But yeah, KP.Active is growing. We've gotten bookings. We have done chair-led yoga and Pilates sessions together. I've been incorporating meditations in the sessions. So it's been really, really, really good. And there's been a lot of positivity and really good feedback that we've been receiving. I'm starting to do creating individual videos for people on their own so that they can go and like practice and do their own thing, but it's definitely like gentle, basic, beginner friendly stuff. So it's been really cool just to see how everything has unfolded for us right now. And we're still going.
And honestly, being an entrepreneur, starting from the ground up,
it's not
easy. So kudos to everybody that does it. You keep going and
believe in yourself, because you can do it. And I like to say slow and steady wins the race, because when we take our time and we don't rush things and we allow things to come in at the right time, that's when you'll see the longevity of like such an amazing process and your own progress. Like, you're doing it, you're creating, and it takes time. We don't need to rush things, because I feel like when you rush things, which is what life has shown us, it'll crumble down. But when you start from scratch and you really know yourself and you really believe in yourself, that's where you can see the growth in your own journey. So,
but also recognize that there are down moments.
100%
down moments.
Hence why we were gone for 5 years. It takes time, but life takes time, and life is about experiencing and doing what makes you happy and what brings you joy, living in the present. So I think we had to really learn that. But KP.Active is back. So on our channel, you will see
yoga and Pilates, sculpt videos, and then we will also link our separate accounts. So if you guys want to just focus on meditation and yoga sessions with Kyla, her handle is
The Divine Within. There is 2 eyes in within. I got my name when I was awakening on my spiritual journey, and I was like, who are you becoming? The Divine Within. Who are you? The Divine Within. Because within, we are divine beings. We are connected to source. When you are aligned and you're able to see things, that's when we can receive the information that you need, the wisdom that you need to love yourself and to honor yourself and to honor your intuition. So I created The Divine Within because I am divine within. So yoga with the Divine Within, which is me.
And then we have me, InnerBalanceWithPre. If any of you are more into the Pilates side of things, then you can follow my channel. I've got a lot of videos, full videos, and then shorts as well. Kyla has shorts too.
Yeah. I mean, you get what you get. You go to the page, you like it, subscribe. If you don't, that's okay.
This page will be mainly yoga, Pilates, sculpt, and then we'll do
our travel vlogs,
beauty.
Like if we find beauty products that we like, and we want to share, just different things. You'll get a mix of things on our channel, but individually we do have separate channels. So if you're more into Pilates, you can go to Capri's page. If you're more into yoga, slow, you know, not high reps of anything.
I don't go high reps.
Whatever. But you know how them Pilates instructors are, so that's it. That's where we are, and a little backstory.
Happy to be back. Yeah. We did miss you guys, and thank you all for still staying
with us. We did have some that left, but yeah, we're ready for some newness. The new chapter, the next chapter.
Yeah.
So, hey, if you want to be on part of this journey, just subscribe. Hit that subscribe button.
Like, comment, and subscribe. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Did we touch on everything?
I think so. It's about to be 222, so we did what we needed to do.
We'll see you
in the next video. Bye.